Okay. So the first one should have been the Pythagorean theorem 3D practice, which is 4 questions long. And then the second one is we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to find the distance between 2 points. I think this one is 7 questions. And again, our goal is to get 100%. So let's go through a few of these and make sure we have an example of each that we can do it. And again, you should have watched the video that Khan Academy gave you first. All right, so we want to find the distance between 2 points, and we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to do so. You could also use the distance formula, but we're just going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So here, if you have a chart here, you're going to have a point 2, 2. You're going to have a point 4, 7. Okay, and we want to draw a right triangle here. Let's actually change these points here. Nope. Right, this was point 2, 2. Right, and then we do a right triangle. This distance here, right, is going to be 5. 7 minus 2 is 5, so this distance here is 5. And then 4 minus 2 is 2, so our distance here is 2. And then we want to find our hypotenuse, which we can call C. Okay, so we're going to use our a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So that's 2 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 times 5 is 25. And then c squared. So we have 29 equals c squared. Then we take the square root of both sides. We get this plus or minus the square root of 29 equals c. But we don't want the negative because we're dealing with length. Okay, so square root of. Okay, here's another problem. Want to find the length of the line. So the best way to do that is to draw a right triangle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units long, and then 3 units high. We want to find, we'll call it C. So again, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A and b are your 2 legs, so we're going to have 6 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. It's going to be 36 plus 9 equals c squared, which is going to be 45. Square root both sides. You get the square root of 45 equals c. Okay, which is the answer choice C. Okay, the distance between the 2 points. So again, we can just draw it in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's 2. So again, this is a right triangle. We want to use the Pythagorean theorem. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so that's 9 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared. That's 81 plus 4. That's 85. So that's going to be square root of 85 equals C, right, which is going to be answer choice D. Okay, let's look at the next one. This was just like the first one. So again, you can plot it out. The distance here is going to be 2. The distance here is 2, so it's really 2 squared plus 2 squared equals c squared, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8, and then you square both sides. So this one should be D. Let's see if we get a different type of problem. I think there's only 3 types of problems, though. Yep, I think it's just going to alternate those 3 types of problems. So those are the 3 types of problems that are on this one, so you should be able to complete it. But again, if you have more questions, please let me know. Please contact me, remind, email, or we can do a Google Hangout.